I look like I got punched in the face. So I'm about to do my makeup for another photo shoot. I'm gonna take some more self-portraits today. Hopefully, I don't know, I've been getting kind of lazy, but I'm just gonna vlog things that I've been doing to keep myself like sane during quarantine, or just like little creative ideas that gives me something semi-productive to do. But yeah, every time I do my makeup, I start off with my eyebrows. I used to start off with foundation first. Then I realized it always made my eyebrow area kind of crusty. And I have pretty like sparse eyebrows. So I start off with making a line at the bottom with my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. And I use it in ebony. And then I kind of like spread that line out. I'll do that and then I brush it out. And then I brush all the hairs down and do the same thing at the top. Then I use my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Fill in more areas that I missed. I really wish I just had naturally thick brows so I don't have to do all of this. But this is what I was given. So I've kind of been thinking about microblading too. I've been thinking about microblading for years, but first of all, it costs a lot. And then I have kind of oily skin around my forehead area and the chin area too. And I heard that if you have oily skin and you get microblading, the ink kind of like bleeds over time, and it doesn't have like the sharp strokes that they would have. And I'd rather have the sharp strokes from microblading than getting powder brows, because then it just looks like powder. I want it to look like actual eyebrow hairs, you know? Next, I'm going to use concealer around my eyebrows to kind of like perfect them. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer with medium beige. Yeah, so I basically just put some concealer on the top and bottom of my brows. And since I have very sparse brows, I have to be super careful and try to make these brows look realistic, well, as realistic as I can. Finish my eyebrows. I'm gonna move on to I'm gonna move on to my eyeshadow now. So I'm about to prime my lids with this Too Faced eyeshadow primer. And like I said, I'm not the best at makeup. I kind of just do whatever works for me. The look I'm going for is kind of like silvery metallic look. I want to recreate what I did on Halloween. Probably insert a picture. But yeah, something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to be using Naked Heat Palette and probably Naked 2, because I see some like smoky colors and like gray colors I can use. I usually just start off with a base color, a base brown color. And I'm just going to use like a medium light brown color to kind of be the base of my lids. I'm also subscribed to Ipsy, so I really just get a bunch of random brushes and makeup and skincare from them all the time. It's pretty decent. This first layer is called Sauced, the Naked Heat palette. Next, I just go to a darker brown color, and then I just put that in my crease area. I think what I'm gonna do is start putting some gray on. Naked 2 palette, this is called Pistol. Just put it right on the lid. How's that looking? Okay, so I think I'm gonna add a little bit of black to kind of give it like a more smoky look. I'm like nervous though. So this black and the Naked 2 palette is called Blackout. Okay, so I'm just trying to add a little bit of black to the crease to kind of give it more dimension. I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, I look like I got punched in the face. Okay, I'm gonna use this Verve. It looks like a lighter silver color that might lighten this up a bit. Yes. That's what I'm gonna do with the eyeshadow for now. I'm about to do my foundation now. I'm using L'Oreal True Match Caramel Beige. Some of these things I'm using in this video isn't my favorite, but this is a little bit darker than my skin because I bought this for during the summer. But yeah, I kind of just rub it in with my hands. Now, move to concealer. And I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer again. Hair mask. Gilder. I probably should have put some foundation right here. I did have this banana setting powder that was really good, but it's all gone. I got from Ipsy. I bought this one when I was first learning about what like banana powder was, and I'm actually still don't know what it is. But I know usually when I do this stuff, it keeps my makeup looking right. But yeah, like I said, I bought this when I first started like learning about setting powders and banana powders or whatever. So it is super light. This is like the only shade that Ulta had though. So I can't like keep it on there to bake it because it's gonna be too light. But look, I'm just using what I have during quarantine to take photos and get some content, things like that. Next, I usually put on blush. I use blush from Glossier. This is their Cloud Paint in Storm. I love Glossier's cloud paints because they're liquid, so I feel like they blend into your skin better. And if I'm doing like an everyday makeup look, I kind of just use my fingers. I've been using this bronzer from Morphe. It's called Blogger. I got this from Ipsy too. I just put it on a brush. I had a different brush, but I lost it. I just put it in places that I would contour. So now I'm basically just gonna add final details. I'm gonna use some Glossier Boy Brow to keep my brows in place. I guess I might as well put on my lip liner. I've been using the same lip liner for like every look lately. This is MAC lip liner in Cork. So I'll put that all over my lips. This look good. I'm about to use this Bobbi Brown lip gloss that I have. I don't know the color, it says pink beige. Okay, so I'm just gonna use mascara. And the mascara I've been using is called Roller Lash from Benefit. Okay, so this is the final makeup look. Like I said, I'm not a professional and I'm just doing this to take some self-portraits. I'm gonna get dressed. I still don't know what to wear yet, but put on some clothes and then set up the camera. Hopefully get some good photos out of this, maybe some video content too. Bye. Well, I just tried to take those photos and they all came out ugly. They're not that bad, but like it's kind of a gloomy day and I don't have any studio lights. I usually just use the natural light from in front of my window. But yeah, it was kind of dark outside. So I'm gonna try to edit it and see how it turns out. I just put on some more comfortable clothes and started editing these photos. I'm about to pick up my favorite photos that I took. Like I said, they didn't really come out that good and they're all kind of dark. And I'm gonna try to brighten it up, but we'll see. But while I was going through these, it had me thinking about how I keep saying like I'm not a professional, blah blah blah. And I realized I kind of only feel like I'm good at something if, well, I'm like afraid to, not afraid. I wouldn't say that I'm good at something unless I like went to school for it, or if I got like trained in something. Other than that, I don't like saying like, okay, I know how to do this. And I think that's kind of problematic, because especially when it comes to art, because I think what makes art so magical is that there are no set rules and there are no specific ways to do one thing. There's often a bunch of different ways to get to the same objective, you know, the same goal. And that's kind of like one of my favorite lessons that I've learned. It's like you don't have to take multiple classes to learn how to do something. Like you can teach yourself guitar, you can teach yourself piano, you can teach yourself how to paint. And no, it may not be by like by the rule book, but you're still accomplishing what you want to accomplish. And I just am thinking about that because I keep saying like, I don't know what I'm doing with Photoshop, but like, you know, I'm still getting what I want to get done. And just to relate that to music, I've been making music since like 2013 when I was a sophomore in high school. I dropped my first song on a SoundCloud. And since then I was recording on a USB microphone, on a Blue Yeti microphone. I literally just got a new microphone like a couple weeks ago, which is on my YouTube, me doing the unboxing for the microphone. So you see, I haven't even like used it that much yet. But I'm saying that to say, I use that microphone for like 6+ years. And it's not like the best quality microphone for music, for vocals. But, you know, I used what I had. I was recording on GarageBand and still managed to get hundreds of thousands of streams on my music. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, use what you do have and, you know, play with different things and keep trying until you get what you want to get out of it. It could definitely be frustrating. And I do think once you upgrade, certain things become easier. But the moral of the story is that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. And you could do it however you want to do it. But yeah, that's why art is so magical to me.